Once upon a time, in ancient Greece, Eileithyia was a highly revered Greek goddess of childbirth and midwifery, known for her role in aiding pregnant women during childbirth. She was born to the king and queen of the gods, Hera and Zeus, and was hailed as the protector of women in labor pains. Eileithyia worship was closely associated with the annual birth of the divine child, which took place in the cave of Amnisos. She was also associated with the chthonic aspect of the sea god Poseidon, Enisidon, and her cult shared similarities with the cult of Eleusis. Pindar, a famous Greek poet, referred to Eileithyia as the maid who sat beside the Moirai, responsible for the creation of offspring. At Elis, her son Sosipolis was worshipped. Eileithyia was greatly revered by the ancient Greeks who believed that her presence during childbirth was essential to ensuring that babies were born healthy. They would invoke her name and image, praying for a safe delivery of their newborns. One story in particular recounts how Eileithyia was delayed by the goddess Hera when the wife of the hero Heracles was giving birth to twins. Hera, who despised Heracles, had sent Eileithyia to stop the birth by crossing her legs. The goddess was prevented from aiding the woman until she was fooled by cunning women who pretended to be giving birth to a leather ball. Eventually, Eileithyia was able to help Heracles' wife safely deliver her twins, and the hero was so grateful that he built a temple in honor of the goddess in gratitude. Eileithyia's importance in ancient Greece cannot be overstated, as she represented a mother's greatest hope and perhaps her worst fear in childbirth. She was the ultimate protector of the mother and child, and her name and image were invoked during what was then a highly dangerous process. Eileithyia was known as the Greek goddess of birth, whose name has been a topic of debate among scholars. Some believe that her name was of non-Indo-European origin, while others thought that it could be pre-Greek. Despite these debates, Walter Burkert came to the conclusion that Eileithyia was indeed a pure Greek name. She was also closely associated with the month Eleusinios and the cities of Eleusis in Laconia and Mycenae. Her exact relation to Eleusis and the origin of her name remain uncertain to this day. Nonetheless, Eileithyia remained an important figure in Greek mythology, especially when it came to bringing new life into the world. Many of the tales about Eileithyia that have survived over the ages are filled with interesting and intricate details. One such story recounts how she assisted Hera in giving birth to Hephaestus, the god of blacksmiths. Eileithyia promised to speed up the birth, but Hera had already sworn to the other gods that she would not give birth on that particular day. When Eileithyia went ahead and broke Hera's promise, the queen of the gods was furious and expelled her from Olympus. Despite such tales, Eileithyia continued to be revered as a goddess of childbirth in Greece. She was often depicted holding a torch and a fanciful key, symbolizing the opening of the womb. Her presence was believed to be necessary for a safe and easy delivery, making her name a popular choice for women about to give birth. These legends and associations only add to the mystery surrounding Eileithyia and her name. Whether her origins were truly Greek or not, her impact on Greek mythology and culture is indisputable. Eileithyia, the goddess of childbirth, was highly revered in ancient Greece. Her impact on childbirth was so significant that she may have even influenced the first midwives. Many scholars believe that Eileithyia was closely related to a previous Minoan goddess and a Neolithic concept, making her one of the oldest deities in Greek mythology. Homer described Eileithyia as the goddess of childbirth, and in the epic Iliad, she was portrayed as a single deity or as a group of deities known as the Eileithyia. She was regarded as the daughter of Hera and Zeus by Hesiod, the Bibliotheca, and Diodorus Siculus. However, other sources suggest that she was even older than Cronus, linking her to the Fates. Classical Greeks associated Eileithyia closely with Artemis and Hera, but she lacked a distinct character of her own. In the Orphic hymn to Protheria, virginal Artemis was given an epithet relating to Eileithyia, suggesting that she aided women during childbirth. Classical Greek art often depicted Eileithyia helping women give birth, with vase painters often showing two Eileithyia in the Epiphany gesture during the birth of Athena. A large 4th century BCE mosaic known as the Beauty of Durrës displays the head figure of a woman believed to be the goddess Eileithyia. Though details about Eileithyia may be scarce, her impact on childbirth and her connection to the concept of birth in ancient Greece is undeniable. Once upon a time, in ancient Greece, pregnant women and their families highly revered Eileithyia, the Greek goddess of childbirth. Throughout Greece, numerous shrines had been established in her honor, dating back to Neolithic times to the Roman era, highlighting her importance to people. Expectant mothers would offer prayers and sacrifices to seek Eileithyia's blessings for a safe childbirth, fertility, and express gratitude for successful births. Votive figurines found at her shrines depict children, signifying that Eileithyia was a choreographic divinity, who parents would pray to for protection and care of their children. Midwives played an essential role in ancient Greek society, and women of all classes participated in the profession. Though many midwives were slaves with empirical training in obstetrics and gynecology, some more highly educated iatrines or doctors of women's diseases were respected as physicians. During childbirth, women would invoke Eileithyia to help ease their pain and further the birth. Callimachus recorded the hymn. Eileithyia was also closely associated with the goddesses Artemis and Hecate, with the latter sharing a strong chthonic connection to her cult. Throughout history, women have placed their faith in various goddesses to help them through childbirth and to protect their children. Eileithyia played a crucial role in ancient Greek society and remains an important part of the mythology.
Do you want to explore more Greek mythology stories? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.